Irish residents have silenced a Western reporter seeking darker side of Dubai stories.
Well, following the Terry incident, Western media outlets have been seen digging for the dark side of Dubai. A journalist from Irish Independent reached out on social media asking for Irish residents' experience of the darker side of Dubai, and the responses came to a strong defense.
So several Irish residents on the Facebook group defended Dubai in the comments, and as a Dubai resident acknowledged the positives of Dubai, saying, look, Dubai is a great place to live, and long-term UAE residents acknowledged that yes, while a horror did happen, they also added that a lot worse incidents have happened in Ireland and elsewhere around the world.
As well, another long-term resident mentioned that the stricter laws have contributed to a higher quality of life, ensuring safety and cleanliness.
That's true.
Which, by the way, it's very easy, to look at one negative thing and be like, oh my God, that's horrible, that's bad, and maybe give it like 100% rate of being bad. But it's one thing out of all of the good things. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, right. So I think that a horror took place, and we're not going to sidestep.
Not at all.
What happened to Terry is unmanageable, and we feel for her. However, I think it's that the journalist looking for the story asks the question, what are your darker side of Dubai stories? And I think that's leaning in with a bias that we see in Western media. They're going for blood. Yes. They're going for things that get headlines. I could look at all of these headlines I have from news alerts international around the world, and the questions are, is attempting suicide, is drinking alcohol illegal in Dubai? They're looking for the negative, when in the reality, if you really look at the safety that majority feel here, we're very blessed. I'm seeing a horrifying statistic of deaths on women in the UK due to domestic violence, and it's shocking. Apparently, a woman is killed by a man every 3 days, and this isn't domestic violence. Like, this is beyond that. It's unmanageable. But I think when they take one story and try and blow it out of proportion and throw stones at the East rather than looking inwardly at potentially what's happening in our own communities, I think that's the problem.
Exactly. They are not looking at the bigger picture of Dubai. It's safe. It's amazing. There are no taxes at all, which is really good. However, what they did is that they saw this negative story and they were milking it to have like Dubai perceived as like a not good place. However, that story as well can be implemented in Ireland, in the UK, as you mentioned, and we can say the same thing about the Western countries. But at the same time, why is it not mentioned? However, because Dubai is I would say, one of the best cities in the world.
I think female safety is an important topic around the world, and it should be addressed in all countries.
100%.
Ireland and the UAE included, because we can't sidestep what happened. Every country should address female safety, but I know as a female personally living here for 10 years, I feel safer here on the streets of Dubai than I would in Ireland.
Exactly. I mean, at the same time, it has been mentioned, and several other reports have been as well mentioned, that Dubai is the safest city for women in the world. It was, I think, the second after Abu Dhabi, which just like shows you guys that, you know what, we can have take an incident out of Ireland or out of the UK or out of any other country and be like, oh yeah, this is not good, and give me reasons why the UK is not good and not a safe country, sorry, but we don't, you know what I mean? And that's, by the way, and I understand that that's journalism, because like you would want to like look and dig deep into the stories before you actually write it and publish it.
But so we just ask that the next time people choose to do it without the negative slant
of Dubai.
Yes.
Don't.